Okay, guys, so to continue on from the first, I didn't want it to be like a 20-minute video, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a second video. Okay. These are tips of what not to do before your session. Everybody always gives out what you should do, but a lot of people don't let others know about what they shouldn't do. Okay, so here's like a whole list from my blog that I have on the website. Okay, don't experiment with new beauty treatments. All right, so what that means is new skincare. Don't go and get bangs, girl. Don't do it unless you really want them. But don't do anything big that would change your view of yourself right before your session, okay? Anything like new skincare and stuff like that could cause breakouts. Not that I can't remove them, I absolutely can, but it's better to do little editing to the skin if I can. So it just helps with that texture. But just if you can do anything you can to keep yourself from, breaking out or anything like that, it's really helpful. Okay, don't skip hydration and rest. We discussed this in the last video. That makes your skin look very hydrated. It makes your skin hydrated, and it does help with editing and all of that. The look of the photos is completely different with somebody that has hydrated skin. But if you do have dry skin, just use some lotion. A lotion that you're used to, please, so it doesn't cause any reactions or anything like that. Make sure you rest. Absolutely. When you come to your session, it is like yoga, like literally. I've had people tell me that they've hurt for days after. I've had people tell me they hurt the same day. I've had people that don't hurt, but those people are crazy. So make sure you rest. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you practice standing on your tiptoes. Make sure you work on your balance. Make sure you take your Tylenol or ibuprofen before you come, because you might not feel it during the session, but you definitely will feel it later on. Don't overindulge in alcohol or heavy foods. Okay, nobody wants to come to their session bloated, all right? And I've had people that come that felt a little bloated, and they were worried about it the whole time. And if you can avoid any heavy foods, like in the morning, have a light breakfast, maybe, try to avoid any type of sugar, maybe the day before and the day of, so that way your body's not excessively holding on to water. So that way you're not worried about bloat. Although, like, I've seen people bloated and they're saying they're bloated, and I'm like, where? But you notice it, and that's something you're going to notice in your photos. So if you can avoid that, that would be really helpful. Okay, don't stress or obsess over perfection. I cannot stress this enough. It's natural to feel nervous or self-conscious before a boudoir session, but try not to stress or obsess over perfection. Okay, so this is kind of like an example from yesterday with Jamie. She was so worried about how she was going to look that I think she was actually obsessed with it not going well. Okay, and Jamie, no shade, baby, I love you, but that is where her mindset was. Just trust me on this. I've done this for 5 years now. I've had every type of body type that you can think of, and I have dealt with every single woman and man that's walked in with insecurities, and everybody has them, no matter what size they are. If they're a size 0 or they're a size 20 or they're a size 10 or they're a size 5, it does not matter. Everybody has something that they're worried about, and we work with it. Okay, I will take the best care of you. It's lighting, it's posing, it's angles, it's wardrobe. It is all of that combined together. So it is not something that you need to worry about, okay, or overstress yourself about, okay? Not where you're like at the point where you're getting sick over it. Okay, don't leave wardrobe preparation to the last minute. Okay, this is super important. I need you all to try on your outfits that you plan on bringing with you before your session to make sure that they fit okay. I would rather you have outfits that are a little too big than outfits that just fit or are a little too tight, okay? So the reason why is because tight is gonna push out areas of your body that might not look as flattering. You know what I mean? So you want to have things that fit well, okay? And that's things that I'll be able to look at with you and go through with you, but just try at least everything on, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to read to make sure I don't miss anything as I'm talking. Steam or iron if you need to, just to give that polished look. Now listen, I ain't against having shit that's fucking wrinkled, okay? I've used wrinkled shit. I guess it depends on the look you're going for, you know what I mean? So it's okay, but if it's overly excessively wrinkled, bring it in on a hanger and iron it, okay? I have a steamer at the studio too if you need it. Okay, preparing for a boudoir session requires careful consideration and planning to ensure a successful and empowering experience. By avoiding these common pitfalls and focusing on self-care, confidence building, and preparation, you can approach your boudoir session with ease and excitement. Remember to prioritize hydration and rest, stick to your tried and true beauty routine, avoid overindulging in alcohol or heavy foods, and give yourself plenty of time to prepare your wardrobe. With the right mindset and preparation, you'll be ready to shine in front of the camera and capture stunning images that celebrate your unique beauty and confidence. So this is solid information right here. Now, since I have a few extra minutes here, let me go ahead and see if I can pull up another quick blog and give you some info from that. Oh, I probably should have planned that a little bit. Okay. How to flatter any figure. Okay, this one should be good. So not all garments are created equal, and when you're smaller on top and want to take advantage of that fact, try going for a high neckline. Okay, so we want high necklines for somebody that might be smaller chested, which these are things that I know. So if you're using the client closet, I can pull things when I see you. Okay, so like a lot of these things may not pertain to you if you're not using the client closet. Bodysuits are flattering on everybody. Whether you're 0 or a size 25 or anything in between, a bodysuit will work for you. I love them. Teddy's bodysuits. And think outside the box. It does not have to be like a lingerie bodysuit. I have used so many cool ones from like Gabe's and Lululemon, or not Lululemon, Lulu's, sorry. Okay, bralettes are okay. I don't particularly love the cross back ones just because I like to use the straps a lot for posing. Those are harder to manipulate, or I like using bras that I can like hang out in front of you. The bralettes are a little difficult with that, but we can use bralettes without panties, or we can use bralettes with panties for like floor posing and things like that. So bring one if you want, but I prefer regular bras if possible. Things to avoid if you're smaller on top, avoid shapewear, because that's just gonna push you in. Garter belts are great for everybody. I love the garter belts. Sometimes I just do shots with just garter belts. Bring a garter belt if you have one. High-rise underwear are better for people that are trying to get that tummy control. You can bring those with you. I have a ton of panties at the Pittsburgh studio right now. I mean, every size. I have every color, I think, every size. They're not high-rise, but I have panties there too for people to use. If you want to use thongs, you absolutely can use a thong. I do love thongs, especially with shoes. So you can bring shoes with you. Sometimes I like putting the thong on the shoe and, doing that. Thongs are beautiful and just like kind of your cheeks get to hang out a little bit. And I also love cheekies too. Cheekies are great. But if you're looking for that, that hold you in, a high-waisted panty is totally fine. And you can get high-waisted thongs, I think, too now. And they're really nice too. Playful Promises has a ton of stuff on their website for literally every body size. I think they are the most inclusive brand, probably next to Fenty, or Savage Fenty or whatever from Rihanna. I don't always memorize names. I apologize. I'm 42 years old. Give me a break. But they're super inclusive, like literally every size you can think of they have, and they have beautiful outfits. It's not like ugly for, bigger chested women. They have beautiful bras and things like that too. So if you have a hard time finding bras and things like that, and let's say you're a larger chested woman, Playful Promises is definitely a good shopping spot for you. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I am going to do one more with my favorite shopping places since that just came up. Okay, I'll be back.